righty. Welcome. Episode number 43, the Eckersley episode.
We are back.
We were just talking about The Hangover.
Yes.
And that's what this episode is going to turn into if we drink enough beer.
I could use it. I got the spotted cow. And you had 2 cases waiting for you, didn't you?
I did for my birthday. I was in Maryland over a couple weeks ago where I saw Billy Idol and Joan Jett.
Oh, you're kidding me.
At Meriwether in Columbia, Maryland. Yeah, that was
very
good.
Cool.
Yeah, that was awesome. And no, I can't say that this is compliments of Zadie's. This is compliments of my mother-in-law who bought me 2 cases of beer for my birthday.
That's a great mother-in-law right there.
Yeah, so I got some Zadie's. I got enough to, if I drink 1 beer per live stream, I definitely have enough for at least the next 40 episodes.
And they only sell it in Maryland, correct?
They sell it in the Maryland, Delaware, parts of Delaware,
okay.
DC, that area. So, hello everybody. Welcome to the 43rd episode of Cardboard and Cold Ones, where we raise our beers and cheers to the legends we admire on the cardboard we collect.
Yes, sir.
Yes, and actually, yeah, Dave, I'm just seeing the comments pouring in. Dave mentioned, says, hi, all this will be better than watching my Cowboys lose tonight. I feel for the Cowboys right now.
You know what? And the most disappointing part about that, being a Bears fan, where did Micah Parsons go? He went to the Packers. Of course.
The Packers. Oh, the Packers are going to be stacked this year. They're going to
that's rough.
Yeah, man. Let's do a roll call. It's a small roll call so far, but I imagine it'll build. Surprise guest. Dan is with curious eyes, and I imagine everyone's curious. Anytime there's a special guest, you have to wonder, who was the special guest last time? Think about it. eBay,
there he is, my man eBay.
Clippy, I think that's the he was in yesterday's Ford Collectors Chill and Chat. He was mentioning that his little thumbnail graphic is Clippy.
That's right, I did see that.
It's full of surprises. Sven, what's up, man? Good to have you here as always. Mike is Mike good. What's up, everyone? Good to have you here, Mike. And Philly show on Saturday, very likely. It depends on Mook. Mookie says Saturday, but I gotta, it's in a few weeks, so I'm gonna check in with him sometime next week or so. We'll see. Mike, Jayhawker, raise a toast for our host with the most.
Attaboy, Mike. Thank you, sir.
Back in the New York groove. Yeah, I'm trying to a little bit. Ross loves cards. What's up, Ross? Good evening, sir. Keith, love the baseball cards. Is here. Pete is here. Warren D, you're just in time. Collecting Nomad is here.
That's my man Jay.
And there he is, man. Mookie. Mookie can clear it up if he wants to. What's up, players? We'll talk, Sammy. Oh, there he goes. He just cleared it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's still, external factors have to play into this. So it's either Saturday, it's either Sunday. Really depends. I'm cool either way, honestly. It would be nice to do Saturday just because everyone seems to be going that day, but we'll see.
Is that the day that Neil is doing? It's Neil and who else was doing it?
Neil and Ray.
Oh yeah, Ray for Philly.
They're organizing it. I don't know. I don't know if typically a lot of the times if I'm going with Mook, Mook has to get back.
Sure.
I don't know. And the thing starts at 5, I believe. So. Yeah, I don't know. I'd like to go, but I gotta. If I'm going with Mook, I gotta be respectful of his time as well.
Always respect the Mook Meister.
Yeah. I'm listen. I'm on the inside of the Mookie Chilson World Headquarters. I've been inside.
Yeah, I know. You're like possibly vice president, right?
I don't know. He hasn't given me any sort of job. I've put in applications, but I haven't heard back yet.
I applied to be the janitor. No response. I've gotten nothing.
Well, he's here tonight, so maybe he can clear that up. So listen, guys, we want to bring our guest in. So he's been on the show before. This is his second time. And I think you guys will be really excited to see. He's not in the chat tonight, but he's physically here or virtually here. Let's bring him in. None other than Andrew. What's up, Andrew?
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for having me on again.
No worries, man.
There he is, the legend.
Yeah, man. Everybody, like the Hall of Fame commenter.
Yeah, I just want. I didn't put that as the display name. I just kept it simple.
Oh, it's all good, man. I mean, I guess you got to compete with Petty and who else is up there in the world of comments?
Bob Boozle.
Bob, yeah, Bob's pretty on top there.
Jizza's kind of, he takes
Yeah,
care of
he's
you.
that
He's
man.
on all of yours and mine. He always comments on my channel as well.
And then eBay
eBay stepped it up big time too. Yes.
So
All right.
everyone seems to be really excited. Andrew, Keith says, Andrew.
What's up, Keith?
There you go. Peacemaker, Dave.
Hello.
Mookie's all about the Viva Andrew.
Mookie?
Sven is all about it. And Mike, who I was thinking you were a bot originally.
I was on episode 20, man. I was here before.
Was Mike after Andrew or before?
Yeah,
Andrew?
yeah, maybe
He was after.
Yeah.
He was well after. Yeah.
Mike, you got to watch old Cardboard and Cold Ones, man.
Yeah, you only have to go back 23 episodes.
Yeah, literally.
All
right, man. So listen, I mean, like we did last time, we gave you the floor to show some stuff. So I'm going to switch the screens to adjust it so you have the bigger screen here. Oh, that didn't do it. Hold on. And away, Andrew.
There we go.
All right. So the first item I'm going to show, I tried. I don't know if I
I'm sorry. Go. I don't mean to stop.
So this right here, I don't know how well you can see it. This is a silver dollar, 1885. So this was minted in 4 cities: San Francisco, Philadelphia, Carson City, and New Orleans. And I thought you might appreciate it because I remember you mentioned that you had spent some time living there.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, this is a coin from 1885. It's 140 years old. It's not in the greatest shape, but for the amount of years it is, I would say that it's pretty fine. Yeah, I just wanted to show that. And no, only one coin. I do have other coins, but
Orlando's with you too.
So this I picked up recently.
Awesome.
So this is
Wow.
an autograph plaque card of Mickey Mantle. I bought at one of my local LCSs.
Which one?
The store is called Hall of Fame Cards. It's in a city called Potomac, Maryland.
Okay.
So I took a chance on it. It didn't come with like the PSA, JSA, or Beckett. I might submit it eventually. But yeah, I think I'm gonna start off just like showing some autographs, and I have cards. I have a lot of different items. So like right here, we got. Let's see how I can display this. This is a book autograph. This is a Bob Gibson autobiography.
That's cool.
It's such a nice autograph.
Yeah,
And
clean.
I don't know if either of you were boxing fans, but this is an autograph book by George Foreman.
Sweet.
And sadly, George Foreman passed away earlier this year. George Foreman still holds the record for eldest heavyweight champion. I think he was like 45 years old. I think he was 46 years old. Back in 1994.
Yeah.
He's probably best known for to people of our generation for the serving the grills,
Right.
hamburgers. But I'll show you.
I'm a little older, Andrew, so I kind of remember. I
know,
remember him back in the day.
This is episode 43, but earlier this year, I went to the UPS and I bought some forever stamps of the guy who's number 44.
Yeah.
These are Hank Aaron stamps. Pretty cool page. But when I went there to buy Hank Aaron, they also had
Betty White.
So here we have a TV guide, Michael Jordan on the cover. I want to say this is from 1994 or 1995. I don't know how many of these they actually made. This is a Washington edition, so
That's pretty cool.
That is.
yeah.
That's something Jason would want.
Yeah.
I have a yearbook or a program, I should say, This is the Baltimore Orioles from 1977. What's interesting, thank you, Warren. What's interesting about this edition is Brooks Robinson retired in 1977. I'm not sure if he's posing next to his son, which kind of makes sense to me since this is winding down the end of his career. But I'm not entirely sure. Maybe somebody in the comments might know if that is. But here, got another Orioles scorebook. This time it's from 1982.
Eddie Murray.
Eddie Murray's on the front cover. This was Cal Ripken's rookie season. It was the year before they won the World Series against the Philadelphia Phillies. Speaking of which, I have this one. This is an autograph signed by Rick Dempsey, who was the MVP of the 1983 World Series. And you would think a whole bunch of stuff just fell. You would think, are the scorebooks scored? I don't think so. You would think that the MVP would be like Cal Ripken or Eddie Murray, but Rick Dempsey was the MVP that year of the World Series. And it's interesting. Rick Dempsey had an interesting career. He was the backup catcher to Munson with the Yankees. He was also on the Los Angeles Dodgers World Series championship team. He played in 4 different decades. Like he started his career in 1969, a handful of games. Then he came back briefly with the Baltimore Orioles in 1992 and ended his career then. So he played like 23 or 24 seasons. And I know Jay, average vintage collector, would probably appreciate this. This one is signed by the 1970 American League MVP, none other than Boog Powell.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
And then here, I wanted to bring this out. This is a Sports Illustrated edition of Cal Ripken 2131. On Saturday, just in 2 short days from now, Baltimore Orioles are going to be honoring Cal and the breaking of the streak back in 1995. And the next magazine I'm going to show, I think you'll both like. This is a Street and Smith, the 1988. So this is like the inaugural edition. It has like a young Jordan, Magic, Bird, like pretty much the 3 all-time legendary players of their, iconic defining players of their generation. Not just like their generation, but like pretty much 3 of the Mount Rushmore rookie players. And then here I mentioned in the first time I appeared on the live stream that my dad grew up a New York Yankees fan. He was born in New York. So this is a sport magazine from 1969. This was like Mantle's, end of his career. This is a sport, I think it's called Sport Magazine. And I found another magazine. This is even earlier. This one has like a nice image of Whitey Ford. So those were like my dad's favorite players: Ford, Mantle, and then Munson. And then here is like another Yankees. Like this is an old timers edition of Maris and Mantle on the cover. This is from August 1986, which happens to coincide with Sammy's birth. As a Mets fan, I like to thank the Orioles for helping me. I actually have something interesting to share when it comes to that too. So I think Mookie, I'm glad you're in the chat. I think you'll like this item. So this is an autographed comic book, Superman, from signed by Jerry Ordway. He did a lot of like the illustrations on DC Comics. So when I was a kid, I collected a lot of baseball cards and basketball cards, of course, but I also was an avid reader and an avid comic book reader. So there's a bookstore in not far from Silver Spring called Barbarian Comics. It was opened in 1967. It's probably about 10 miles from House of Cards. It's like one of the oldest comic book shops, not only in Maryland, but probably in the United States. So I wanted to show some 7-Eleven Slurpee discs. So like these are like the actual musicians and bands. Like this is Tears for Fears. I think this is 1985.
That's awesome.
And then Ozzy Osbourne, like sadly he passed away.
Those gotta be worth something now.
Yeah, I'm gonna look those up.
Even more so than before.
This is the Police.
That's cool.
And then Journey, Don't Stop Believing. Got Jason's man, Walter Payton, on the Chicago Bears, Sweetness.
Greatest ever.
What band is he in?
We got Ozzie Newsome. So he was a tight end for the Cleveland Browns. He was the first African American general manager in NFL history. So he actually was the former Ravens GM. He drafted Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, Jonathan Ogden, Joe Flacco, Lamar Jackson. So this is Tony Dorsett. So a fun fact about Tony Dorsett is he's one of two players in NFL history to win at the collegiate level. He won a Super Bowl. He won a Heisman. I think the only other player that did that was Marcus Allen. He was a running back for the Raiders. And here we have Franco Harris. So he was a running back for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he's probably like best known for the Immaculate Reception. That was a play that happened in a divisional playoff game in 1972. Pittsburgh Steelers and the Raiders. Terry Bradshaw threw a pass. It was deflected off of Jack Tatum. The ball went into Franco Harris's hands, ran it for a touchdown, and they ended up winning the game. That they didn't win the Super Bowl that year, but in some ways, in many ways, that was the play that kind of, in my opinion, like led to the Pittsburgh Steelers dynasty. Here we have a Dan Marino. This is like a 1984 Slurpee coin.
That's cool.
So technically, this might be a rookie.
Yeah.
Dan Marino's like most notable work probably came in Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. Laces out.
And week 11 against the 85-86 Bears. That's their only loss was against the Miami Dolphins.
We got my guy Cal Ripken Jr. Pretty. Then we got a Nolan Ryan Slurpee.
Yep.
Got a Ken Griffey Jr. Slurpee coin.
Very cool.
Let's see what I'm going to show. I have a lot of different stuff I can show, but I just want to be like very strategic. All right. So here, this is a on-card autograph, Gaylord Perry. Before Ben Stiller went to meet the parents, Gaylord Perry had over 300 wins, over 3,000 strikeouts, over 300 complete games. Now, Gaylord Perry was so good at doctoring baseballs, I feel like he wasn't if I read it, like if I remember correctly, like he wasn't like first ejected or kicked out of a game until like 1982.
So it took him that long to get kicked out of a game?
Yep. Here we got an Earl Weaver rookie card, 1969 tops. And for some people that don't care about rookie cards, you could save a few dollars and buy a second year 1970 tops. And
shout out to John.
Mookie mentioned about the Orioles helping out the Mets in 1969.
Yeah.
Here's the 1970 Fleer Lachlan.
Oh, that's cool.
Versus Mets.
Mookie, do you have that?
And here we got the Michael Jordan. This is from the Nestle Crunch. It's from an oddball set. Sorry, I don't have a noise canceling headphones for our hobby present. But this was numbered to like there was like 40 cards in the set. What happened was if you bought like a bag, like a candy bar of Nestle Crunch, came with like 4 cards in the pack. So here's what the Jordan looks like, and here's what the Allen Iverson looks like. Life was simpler when this is what the AI stood for.
That's right.
What year
that was 1997.
When was Iverson's first year? 96?
96, yes.
Okay.
So here's some more of the Fleer Lachlans.
What card? Yeah,
I like Hall of Fame cards. I've been to House of Cards, which Sammy's been to as well, which is in Silver Spring. Cardinals versus Yankees, 70. I mean, I have the whole set, but I just like took out a couple of them. It's like Cubs versus Yankees.
That's cool.
Tigers versus Reds.
I think he's appreciating your noise canceling.
Sorry, I didn't ship one over to you in time.
Man.
So I also have like some of the I don't know what you call these. I think they're like 72 Kellogg's. So I have my guy Jim Palmer here.
Yeah.
And I wanted to bring out one of Sammy's guys, Willie Mays, 72 Kellogg's. I also have another guy Sammy collects, receiver 72.
All about it. All about it. All day.
And I don't know if Theo's here or if he'll watch it later, but got Clemente as well.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Good stuff.
Got Joe Morgan, 67.
Great
hey
card.
Rick, how you doing?
People loving the Kellogg. Mookie said we got to start over for Rick. Can you reorganize your cards and so we can start over in the magazines and the scorecards
So I got some more
on the
serial
pipeline?
cards. Ken Griffey Jr. This is a 1990, so this is like a second year Griffey.
That's sweet.
I don't know how Keith's card got here.
Keith, yeah. I feel like Keith has every Mattingly at this point.
Cal Ripken, post serial. This is a 1992 Cal Ripken.
I love that card.
What's interesting about this card is you can see Cal Ripken is sitting next to there's like a plaque of Lou Gehrig in the background, and this was a few years before he actually broke the record. So Topps is kind of taking a chance, maybe Ripken will get injured or you'll have to miss a game for something. But yeah, it's probably one of my favorite Ripken cards. I'm gonna see what else I can get. All right.
So Keith does have that Mattingly. Not surprised.
Of course he does.
All right. So I was watching one of the videos today. Jay did a video. I know Jason. I know you probably saw it. I don't know if you did, Sammy. Did a video on Hoyt Wilhelm.
Yep.
So I don't have too much that I could add because Jay did a very fine job. But this is a 54 Topps. I'm also going to show. I also have a 54 Bowman of Hoyt Wilhelm as well. But one fact that Jay left out, probably not intentionally, is in 1958, Hoyt Wilhelm threw a no-hitter against the New York Yankees at the near end of the season. It was only his 9th career start. Don't know why you missed that, Jay, but I got you covered. So in 1957, Topps, Bobby Shantz. Wanted to show this Bobby Shantz card. His birthday was September 26, 1925. So he'll be 100 years old in 22 days.
Wow.
So he's the oldest living MVP. Like, he had to beat out Mantle. He was 5'6". Let me see. I think he began his career in 1949. Yes, he is still with us. He began his career in 1949 during like the Connie Mack era. Not only did he have a fascinating career, but he's just had a great life, great story, and I hope more people. All right. So there are some cards like I want to show, and I don't want to. Chance could hit a little too. Yes, that's true as well. So I don't want to lose whatever viewers you have, but
oh no,
I don't come on very
Keep
often.
going, man.
So you know how I collect baseball, obviously, and I do like my basketball as well. But I mentioned countless times that I've always been a very passionate fan of wrestling, WWE. So I just want to show some of these cards because I know most of the people that in our space here don't care about these cards or show these cards. But so this is The Rock. This is a 2007 Topps Chrome. He's coming out in a new movie soon called The Smashing Machine. It's about the life of a former wrestler and MMA fighter named Mark Kerr. I've seen the reviews so far, the early reception that he's received so far seems very promising. He's mentioned, now he pulls out, yeah, I do like wrestling. But he's mentioned that he wants to take a turn in his acting career. Mostly he did the action films. But he seems to be like he wants to take his movie career seriously now. It'll be interesting if he could win an award or at least be nominated for an Oscar. But we'll see.
Let me ask you: are you a fan of The Rock?
I am.
It doesn't matter if you're a fan of The Rock.
Well, it doesn't matter because I'm actually a fan of Stone Cold Steve Austin.
What?
This, if I'm being completely transparent, my favorite wrestler was Stone Cold. But I also was a fan of The Undertaker. So I wanted to show names or iconic wrestlers like you would hear of you like the guys you would know even if you don't watch the product or follow it. Sadly we lost Hulk Hogan recently.
Yeah, brother.
And
Bret the Hitman Hart.
Yeah, Bret Hart complains that Goldberg ended his career.
Brett is a very outspoken guy. Some people might say he's bitter, but he's just telling his how he feels about certain things. So here is one of the Jordan AWs.
Yes.
This is the AW4. It's a pretty sweet card. It's not,
Those were a big card to pick up back in the day. Those were the hunt cards.
So that was the AW4. This is the AW1.
Man, those are shiny.
Yeah, they're holograms. They're pretty cool.
Holograms.
So here I have another 1954 Bowman, but this time it's Jim Gilliam. And I know you had Corey, who was like a Gilliam super collector on one of your episodes. I think he came on after, like not too much after mine, the first time I was on. So Gilliam's rookie card is in the 53 top set. He won the Rookie of the Year in 1953, and I believe he was the first rookie in MLB history to draw like 100 walks. Yeah, you could tell how that card has been in that screw down holder for many years.
It's like the 54 Bowman.
I'm glad you enjoying it.
Oh man, back to wrestling, man.
So you don't even know which direction I'm going to go in. I don't know what direction. Honestly, I was more organized, but somehow just I don't know. I just don't have the space to
this is great.
cards.
Let it be random. That's the fun.
That's my
Tom
guy.
Seaver, Stadium Club.
Right uniform
when I was on
too.
the first time, when I was on the first episode, I've watched back our episode of actually I've watched it back a few times. I noticed I was trying to, and maybe I am to a certain extent still today. I noticed how I was trying to see if I'm making people happy, hey, this guy wants to see this card. What team does this guy want to see? And today I was you know what? I'm just gonna just show random stuff. But from coins to baseball to wrestling to baseball again, awesome. Yeah. Don't forget TV guides. Yep, magazines, TV guides, coins, books. I have a lot of stuff. I don't have all the stuff, but
Oh man.
Bet you would see this coming.
Flying squirrel. Is that
squirrel?
Is that Jeff McNeil?
Yep. I don't know. I didn't know what that was when I pulled it. I don't know.
Is that like an Allen and Ginter? Because I know they have those random cards.
Kellogg's, Chris from Missouri, all over the place. I don't know. Tell me if you mean that in a good or bad way. And then
No, he means that in a good way.
Okay.
He definitely means that in a good way.
I'm all over the place with my comments too, so maybe it's not a bad. Maybe it's not a bad thing.
That's awesome.
Chris from Missouri, wherever you are, I hope you're happy. Got Ricky Henderson, rest in peace. So this is his second year. These are from 1981. Got Pete Rose. Reggie Jackson.
That's a great looking card.
This is
sadly Ryan Sandberg passed away earlier this summer. So I wanted to pull out his 83 Topps rookie card. Rest in peace. One of the best second basemen of his generation, maybe in history, but So here, this is a pretty cool card. It is a wrestling card, but I gotta take it out of the plastic.
There you go.
Andre the Giant. This is actually a very rare card. And it's not numbered, but this card does not show up very often on eBay at all.
That's cool.
Might be able to match Dylan's energy. No, I don't want Dylan's energy. Dylan's energy is a little bit too much. So these cards right here. What's interesting about these cards? These are from Utz potato chips.
Sure.
So these were 2019. So Jacob deGrom for Mookie, if you're still watching, and Mike Trout for Dylan. It's funny that Dylan's just mentioned. That's Dylan's guy. These are Ohtani and Judge. These are from 2020. So I don't know what happened after 2020 with the Utz cards, but I think the Utz are regional. I think the Utz are regional cards. I don't know for that for sure. Hello. So here's another Cal Ripken card. This is like a commemorative from 96 Tops. This is his 2131. And did you know Cal Ripken has a card in M&M's?
Sorry,
and he has a card in Racing Purina.
I don't mean to stop you. I just want to make one mention because everyone's talking about DeGrom. So DeGrom, the Rangers are playing the Mets, I think, next week. And if everything lines up, it's going to be DeGrom versus, oh God, what's the new guy's name?
The young kid?
No, it's not the young. There's two young kids that are absolutely dominant, or one of them is really dominating right now. I'm trying to remember his name. But they're thinking that DeGrom, it's going to line up perfectly with those two at Citi Field. Nolan. Sorry, I couldn't. Yeah, McLean.
Yeah, didn't he just get called up like 2 weeks ago or something like that?
McLean has been lights out. McLean's been their best pitcher, and so McLean and DeGrom might end up, if it lines up, might pitch against each other.
Okay.
Sorry, Andrew. Continue, man.
So I wanted to pay homage to Sammy's grandpa. He's
Thank you, man.
About
Yes.
Bobby Thompson.
Yes.
So the cool fact about the shot heard around the world when the New York Giants won the pennant in 1951. I believe it was 51. Interesting thing that I didn't know, and I know, I mean, a lot of people probably already knew this, but I didn't know, is that Willie Mays was on deck. So imagine being Bobby Thompson in that moment and being Willie Mays in that moment. And then, you think like, okay, I'm Willie Mays. I'm the greatest player in baseball. I'll just get on base, kid. I'll hit him out. And then Bobby Thompson like just steals his thunder.
Right.
But it's a great card. And now a lot of times when I look at like certain cards, it kind of does remind me of some of the people that make videos. So these are the 1991 Fleer Provisions. I just like the artwork on here. This is the Kirby Puckett. This card reminds me of one of the four collectors. And I'm talking about Caesar. Capino Man is more dedicated than I am. I have the card. He has the costume.
Time of his life at the National.
So this is 1974 Frank Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
Seems a little foreign to me. Frank Robinson being in the California Angels. To me, he's an Oriole. I mean, there's other teams that were playing him: the Angels, the Dodgers, the Reds, Cleveland. But it's not a bad looking card. Here we got. I'm not going to show too many Topps cards tonight, but I am going to show like a few. So like here's like a 77 Topps Tony Perez. Fun fact about Tony Perez: he hit a grand slam, I believe, when he was 42. But Julio Franco, no relation to Wander, has the record for being the oldest player to hit a grand slam. I believe he was like 46 years old. And I got Mike Schmidt, 77 Topps. To me, his rookie's in 73. I know a lot of people like his second year, 74, and nothing wrong with that. It's not a bad card at all. But I'm drawn to like the image on this. It just looks like Mike Schmidt he's acting like he's holding the bat, just looking into the camera. It's pretty cool. Julio Franco, yep. 79 Dave Winfield.
Yeah, it's a good shot of him. I feel like the Padres had a banger uniform back in the 70s.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
All right. Shown most of what I wanted to show. Now we can just talk, have a conversation, see the comments. I brought a lot of stuff, but not as much stuff as maybe last time. I showed most of what I wanted to show.
Yeah, so how long ago did you pick up the Mickey autograph, Andrew? I know you said it was recent.
Yeah, the Mantle autograph I bought like a couple months ago, maybe not even.
Okay.
Unscripted part of the show. So very underwhelming.
They're waiting for more wrestling cards, maybe some horse racing cards, or some like bobsledding cards or something like that.
Yeah. Well, I love the fact that you showed the Foreman.
Actually, I could show a couple more cards. I'll show a couple more cards, then we could see.
Yeah, these people will not rest.
All right. I have some when I was on the last time back in the end of January, I had like a trend of like showing like we talked about like the vintage cards, vintage players on modern cards.
Yeah.
So, like here's a pretty fun image. Like this is like Ty Cobb's just like look like he's just like chilling, sitting on a tractor. I don't
I
know.
love that.
Here's a Jackie Robinson. Very nice image
wow,
here. Pretty cool photography. And I got another one. This is like a diamond, pretty shiny card here.
It's like his 49 All-Star card, or the 49 All-Star picture.
Cool,
yeah, so anybody in the chat, just like comment, say what you want to say. Tell me,
ask Andrew anything.
Ask me anything, yeah.
A.
Originally, I was going to show more cards, but I don't want to like show a whole bunch of cards that everybody's seen.
I feel like this is like a good opportunity because we don't know when Andrew's going to like virtually appear again. He'll be in the chats, but to have him enter in person, I feel like this is like a cameo appearance that you would normally pay for.
Right. Ask him anything you want. I have a question for Andrew. Andrew, how many guys have you been watching over the years? Could you comment on everybody's stuff?
I can't put a number on it. It's more than it's a lot.
There's is mentioning, how often are you making purchases?
I usually try to like buy something every month, like beginning of the month or the end of the month. You could see by like the cards that I currently have, like I'm not a big spender. I try to find different ways, unique ways, hopefully to have fun and enjoy. I don't try to pay too much attention to the noise on YouTube with grading, with slabs. I mean, I do have graded cards that I showed some of them the last time, but I don't want to be too worried about like what the future holds, what the future values of cards will be. I mean, nothing wrong with wanting your cards to make money, but that's just like not for me. But on the same token, like if someone were to ask me like cards I want to have, like I would want to have a Lou Gehrig card. I would want to have a Babe Ruth card. It makes sense. Like those are iconic players, historic, legendary players.
Let's see. There's mostly just comments of people just praising you in general. You're a barrel of fun. You are awesome. We really appreciate you. And Mike writes, we really enjoy your comments and love your enthusiasm.
Well, I had better success showing things on camera this time. I couldn't figure it out at all last time. I don't know how anybody saw anything.
No, I thought you did well last time.
No, you did very well.
Yeah, we were whipping through it last time as well.
Yeah, but this is good. This is a far more laid back environment now.
Yeah, I'm competing today with the Dallas Cowboys, and they stink. So I didn't think it would be that difficult.
I will tell you this: your approach.
I forgot this about being opening night for the NFL season.
The approach that you have, Andrew, is very similar to mine. Obviously, you want your cards to be worth something, but part of the fun of the hobby is being able to go out there and find those bargains and enjoy what you have, and I appreciate that. And sometimes you're fearful of, will people want to even see this? But you're seeing the response just by watching what you've shown so far. Nobody wants to see wrestling.
Here we go.
30 comments on wrestling.
Would you consider starting a channel? If you make a series of commenters that you should start a channel, I'll watch it. And the 5 cards every collector should own has been a very successful series, so maybe that's something that you could pursue.
And Keith is asking a dangerous question.
What's the best live on YouTube? Well, I've only been on this one.
That's right.
Yes.
I've been on this one 2 times.
Yeah.
I've only been on this one too, Andrew.
Yeah.
That's a lie. That's a lie. Absolute lie. You run like you run now. You're running like you're on 3 live streams. You have Hobby Spotlight.
Right.
You have what's the other? You have
Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore with Aaron. And periodically, you're on 4 collectors.
But those are series. We just take when I was on Alex's channel, Bowman 53.
That's right. Ago, yeah. So
and Lou Rock was busting my chops. He's like, "How many shows do you do?"
Yeah, man.
And I'm like, "I slowed it down, Lou Rock. I've actually slowed down."
You're making the rounds. Mookie's asking, "Who's the best tag team duo of all time?" We'll answers on this one because I have.
That's a good question. So I started watching around like the early 2000s, late 90s. So I was always a fan of like Edge and Christian and
Yeah.
Matt and Jeff, the Hardy Boys.
Mhm.
Are they the greatest duos? Maybe not. Depends on who you ask or how old and how long someone's been watching. But yeah, I usually go between like those. To me, those two. I mean, there's other great tag teams that are probably someone will say is the correct answer. But yeah, I'm kind of partial to those guys, Edge and Christian and Matt and Jeff Hardy.
So I'm gonna throw some tag teams out there.
Okay.
The Steiners.
Okay.
Steiners are a good tag team. The Dudleys.
Yeah, I remember them.
The Road Warriors. I'm older
Road
than
Warriors.
you guys.
Yeah.
The Road Warriors.
Oh God, who else am I guess you could sort. The Hart Foundation had a tag team.
British Bulldogs.
Yeah, the British Bulldog and Jim Anvil Neidhart.
Yep.
Oh man, I feel like this is a fun question for me because I loved watching pro wrestling in the '90s.
Mhm.
So I'm really like I guess you can also say the New Age Outlaws were pretty good.
Okay. Yeah.
But now I'm thinking like WCW. Oh, Harlem Heat.
Booker T and Stevie Ray. Yeah.
Yeah. Tag teams in WCW. Oh man, I gotta go back here.
I like Demolition. They were good.
Yeah, Demolition's good.
See, I'm older.
The Bushwhackers.
The Bushwhackers. Yes.
A little
Yeah.
bit before my time. A little bit before.
Yeah, I
You can
remember
do
them.
this.
Or Nikolai Volkov and the Iron Sheik. That's
Hold on.
like I'm older than you guys. so.
Public Enemy. Public Enemy.
Didn't Hillbilly Jim have like a cousin, another hillbilly that used to come out in overalls?
Piper and Orndorff.
Like that's a good
Hold
one.
on. I got one. The Rockers. Shawn Michaels, and Marty Jannetty.
That's a good one. Shawn Michaels is a
That
legend.
was the famous moment in wrestling in WWF history was when Shawn Michaels threw Marty Jannetty into the glass. And then
you're fans. See, I dipped
Oh,
out
yeah.
by the time I was 14, and that was the Hulk Hogan, JYD, Andre the Giant era.
I'll tell you what, man. People might argue this, but the '90s to me is the greatest decade of wrestling because you had WCW and WWF at their peak, and then you had ECW clamoring for any sort of attention that they can get. I loved what ECW did. I think what they did was brilliant. Despite all the hardcore stuff that they did, they brought in like lucha libre and high flying action you just did not see at that time. And so WWF and WCW were pulling talent away because they knew like, oh, this is edgy stuff. But
What's out there now? There's AEW, right?
No, now so now they're incorporating everything that you've seen in the '90s into wrestling now. So all the moves are far more dynamic, far more like they're 4-dimensional compared to what they were in the '90s. I mean, you would just get like DDTs and like backbreakers and
right,
like power bombs, and now you're getting like all these crazy like lucha libre and high
flips
flying,
and right.
Like RVD is to me like RVD and Sabu. That's another tag team. Those guys were innovative.
Yeah, Sabu sadly passed away earlier this year.
He did. All right, I'm sorry. I don't mean to go too
It's
far
interesting
down
how the conversation shifted. Well, like one of the comments said, this is the unscripted part of the show.
Right.
The mega powers. Okay.
That's right. The mega powers that for a brief period of time.
Sammy is a closet wrestling fan. You have the knowledge.
Maybe that was just the secret plan to bring it out.
Yeah, no, this was great, man.
Conversation Sammy was waiting to.
Oh yeah. Is this considered a modern discussion? Not at all, man. When it comes to wrestling, like I'd say,
no, WWE wrestling has a very rich history. I mean, going back to like
territorial base.
It's been around a long time.
But it was like I would say going into the early '80s, it was.
Well, that's when it became like the mainstream.
WWF swallowed all the competition.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say like when Hulk Hogan was in like Rocky is like what was he like Thunderlips and like
Thunderlips,
and then you have like Roddy Piper and They Live.
Yep.
So
Kamala from Parts Unknown, George the Animal Steel. Those are the guys I remember. So.
Hey man, let's not forget about Coco Beware.
Coco Beware, that's right. Jimmy Superfly Snuka.
Oh hell yeah, man! That's what Jimmy Superfly Snuka was. Who was he's.
And now I'm starting to like feel bad. I didn't bring like
More wrestling now.
I was like, I was like thinking to myself, I brought a decent amount of stuff to show and talk about, and then I'm
Well, I
like,
can say this. I want to say that I feel as though I am probably the only one in this entire vintage community that's been to a WWF show, a WCW show, and an ECW show, the originals.
Oh, heck yeah, I've never been to any of them.
I went to Massacre on 34th Street, which was their second to last pay-per-view in 2000, December of 2000. I went to a Monday Nitro in 98. And I went to WWF No Way Out in 2001 or 2. I can't remember what year it was. But yeah, those are good times, man.
Have you been to any events, Andrew? Any wrestling events?
Yeah, I've been to WWE SummerSlam.
Oh, wow.
Pay-per-view. I've seen John Cena in person, Roman Reigns in person. Yep.
You can't see me.
I wish I could have went to an event during like the Attitude Era. That would have been pretty cool. But
Yeah, those are good times, man. Those are good times. But yeah, man. All right. I reminds me of
Leaping Lenny Popoff. See, Mook speaking my language a little bit more. Like all the guys he's rattling off, I remember.
Well, I mean, that was Randy's brother, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Randy was a ball player too, minor leaguer.
Yeah. Wasn't he a poet? Wasn't his brother the poet too, or something like that?
Yeah.
He was a poet. They're from the suburb. They're from a suburb not too far from me, in Downers Grove, Illinois.
Step into a Slim Jim. Good stuff, man.
cream always rises to the top, Mike.
Who we got there?
Randy.
Randy.
Randy. That was Randy. Yeah. I like to think that just based on the outfits, that Seth Rollins is kind of like channeling a little bit of Macho Man.
Cosplaying Macho Man. Right?
Yeah, a little bit. So, yeah, man. It's good. I love, talking wrestling. I mean,
I feel bad for the people watching.
No, they're loving it.
It's been steady. We had
no, I mean it was going good. It was going good, but
no, it's. Listen, man, talking wrestling is not bad. I don't know.
No, for us, it's not bad. I mean, I'm thinking about like, what if the people like watching it and how they like if they.
No, man, everybody's commenting about
Coco Beware, okay.
Has a card and Euchre's appeared. Yeah, Bob Euchre, man.
Bob Euchre. WWE's had a lot of celebrity crossover at some of their events. Like they had Mr. T.
Pete Rose.
They had Pete Rose, who's in the WWE Hall of Fame.
He got
the Chicago Bears in 86, 87.
The refrigerator.
William Perry, Jimbo Covert.
Yeah, man. He did a flying clothesline on Bam Bam Bigelow.
Yep. Jim McMahon, the quarterback, was involved. Rodman was another one who
that was with the NWO.
Your guy, Steve Mongo McMichael.
Mongo McMichael.
Rest in peace.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he was. He played for the Bears as well.
Yeah, played for the Bears. Was part of that '86 team. Unfortunately, went to the Packers to end his career. But
is he a Hall of Famer? He's a Hall of Famer, right?
He got in while he was sick.
Yeah.
It's tough for the Bears because they have more Hall of Famers than any other team in the NFL, and they're like and the numbers that are retired, they had to stop retiring numbers because there were so many numbers that are getting gone now. They only have so many. So they had to just chill out and say we can't retire numbers anymore.
Wrestling channel.
That's true. Carlos does. Carlos is one of the few wrestling fans I'm aware of because I'm Carlos. So.
We should have like a 4 Horsemen channel. Walk.
Maybe that would get me on YouTube more often.
Or walk into the room.
right.
I gotta tell you, man, that music, the 4 Horsemen music, was a banger. Those were banger entrance themes. You hear the horse in the beginning. I could probably play it because we're not collecting any
royalties
on this. The thing is that I don't know if it's going to shut this whole thing down. I'm going to look it up, but
nobody mentioned Sting either. Wasn't he a legend?
Sting, yeah, of course. The Stinger, man. He was WCW.
Remember Vader?
Oh yeah, Ben. Yep.
That's a cool card. Gonna get me into collecting wrestling cards now.
All right, here we go. Tell me this is not a banger track.
I get to see. Yeah, there we go.
We unlocked Sammy's Metal Hardcore.
Right. Why wouldn't they take the Four Horsemen from Metallica?
What's that?
That'd have been a good. The Four Horsemen is a song by Metallica off their first album, Kill 'Em All.
Yeah.
That'd have been a
Well,
great song to come into.
Well, this one was written by Jimmy Hart, who was.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, Jimmy Hart did a lot of the music for a lot of the guys.
Yeah, he was wasn't he an aspiring musician before he got into wrestling or something like that?
Aspiring musician and became one of the best managers in pro wrestling history.
Right.
He managed everybody. Yeah. So, but the Four Horsemen theme, I mean, how do you not, like, you walk into a room raising the fingers? Like,
when we go to Strongsville, Sammy, we're gonna play that. We're gonna come out like that. If we do a live from Strongsville, we'll come out like that.
Well, I'm gonna find, like, here's an awesome picture. Like, you don't want to mess with these guys. Let me see if I can pull this up. Like, you don't want to mess with these guys. I gotta find it. Here we go. Okay. Share the screen. Here we go. You don't want to mess with that, man. Like, there's Mongo.
There he is. There's Mongo in the middle.
We don't want to talk about Benoit, but because of the horrible stuff that he did. But yeah, man. Oh, here we go. This is You got Sid. You got Ric Flair.
Look at Flair's flow. Look at that flow.
Arn Anderson. There you go, man. You don't want to mess with that. I'm sorry. I'll stop.
It's all good.
You get me excited about talking.
The turns we take.
I never do it.
Yeah, this is probably the only time it will happen on the. Well, Carlos would be.
We veer off the basketball quite a bit too. We always try to rein it in when we get too heavy.
It was either vintage basketball or wrestling. I went with wrestling.
Yeah. I don't have any wrestling cards. I used to, but that's just
CM Punk.
Oh, look at that hair, man.
Yeah.
Sammy doesn't have wrestling. Oh, now we know what we can give Sammy.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to think who are my favorite wrestlers. I mean, I liked Eddie Guerrero. I liked Eddie Guerrero a lot. Eddie was a great wrestler. RVD, obviously. I love RVD because I love innovative high flyers. Sabu. So
I don't even know who Sabu is.
Oh, man.
Square, circle, and cold ones.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Actually, you know what? I'll show a card since we're here.
Yeah.
Dan actually, Steel City DW gave me this card, and I was really thrilled about it because it's a Project 70 card. And let me go on here. It's a little pretty cool looking.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah, I got one of. I have a project. I don't. Are they all Project 70s? I'm not really familiar with the. With if they're all have the same numbers, if they have different project numbers or whatnot. But this is pretty cool, man. He gave this to me at the National, so I don't know if Dan's still here, but thank you, Dan.
That's awesome. That is very cool.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet, and it's numbered too. Yeah, 22 out of 70. So that's pretty cool.
Is that as modern as you get too?
Yeah, man. I gotta represent it a little bit, I suppose.
Yeah, when I'm on the buying freeze for expensive stuff now, I turn to the modern. That's where I go. I'm like, all right, I can pick up modern base cards for a couple bucks. That's my route. So,
would you guys be interested in watching me open a pack of Topps? What is this? Super glossy baseball cards, leaders, 7 picture cards for 30 cents.
Heck yeah, rip it. Go ahead and rip it.
We got.
What year is that from?
This is 1987.
87.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We'll see what
McGuire.
We got. Yeah, we're looking for who are we looking for? Mark McGuire.
Well, I don't know who's in here, so we're gonna find out together right now.
Maybe we'll get a Cal Ripken Jr.
Yeah, I had this sitting around forever. So, all right, we're gonna start it off. This will make Brent Richards very happy. Mike Scott, Astro.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Underrated. Jay's average vintage too.
Listen, he had a good year. 86. 18
he was a stud.
10 losses. ERA, 306 strikeouts, 2.22 ERA. That's a good year, man.
He was a stud, Sammy.
Yeah, look at the numbers, man.
Was he the Cy Young?
I think he won it.
86 was 85 was Gooden, right? So I don't know who 86 was.
It might have been Mike Scott.
Yeah. Good old Teddy. I can't pronounce his last name. Higuera.
Teddy Aguirre. Okay.
Let's see what his numbers are. Oh, he had good numbers too. Yeah, 20 and 11, 27 strikeouts. We got good pitchers. King of the Hoos. Yeah, King of the Split Finger.
He said he was better than Nolan.
Oh man, that's just fighting words.
For one year he was.
Well, here we go, man. Second, yeah.
Roger Clemens.
There we go.
I'm getting nothing but pitchers, man. What's going on here? It was Clemens, 24 and 4, 238 strikeouts, 2.48. I imagine he. Yeah.
Was 86 his rookie?
No, 85, I think.
85, you're right.
85.
85.
All right, so I got the spring fever card. Yeah.
Yes.
We're a little late on that.
I keep
about-
those. I have a
it's a little
stack
over
of them
30
from when
something
I was ripping cards about this thick.
Here we go, Don.
Hey, we got an Oriole.
There you go. This is for you, Andrew.
Yeah.
6 and 7, 2.98 ERA, 34 saves. He was the closer.
Okay.
He was number 2 in saves.
This would have been Seaver with the Red
Ooh.
Sox year, wouldn't it?
It would be, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about that. Here we go, man. There we go.
Tony
There.
Gwynn, Hall of Fame.
Legend.
There we
Look
go.
at that centering.
Legend.
Look
Yeah,
at
it looks great. It looks great.
I've got his signed bat above me on my desk.
We don't need to talk about his stats. His stats were off the charts. 329 that year, 211 hits. All right, guess how many strikeouts he had in 86?
Probably
Eight.
less than 30.
No, actually he had more.
Hit more than 30?
Yeah,
More than 30.
35.
Wow.
All right, that was close.
I did see, I saw a YouTube clip or like an Instagram clip with Smoltz, and I think it was Smoltz,
Yeah.
Maddox, and Randy Johnson. He only struck out like 10 times
Yeah.
total or something like
That's
that.
crazy against
Yeah,
those
just
guys.
insane.
Oh man, I got like Hall of Famers. I'm getting stars on this one. Lee Smith, baby, with the Cubs.
Oh, yeah.
Montreal Expos legend.
Effort.
Number 4 in saves that year, 31 saves. Yeah, pretty good stuff, man.
He was in the Hall of Fame class of Harold Baines.
This
Yeah.
is good.
The greatest Hall of Famer of all time.
Here we go. Last one.
Gary Carter.
Another Hall of Famer. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a
man.
stacked pack.
That's a good pack.
Yeah.
Expos legend.
I wish I got that pack at the trade night. Jason, you were there for that, right? When we
Yes,
were
I was
packs?
there. I pulled one. You pulled none, right?
I pulled none, and I
You
had to
pulled
eat the
none,
gum.
right?
I didn't eat it. I'd shoot it a little bit.
Yeah, you almost gave it back up.
I knew. I kind of had a feeling, man. I had a feeling that when that happened, I'm like, this is not going to end well. No gum in those packs. Yep. And Dave was saying, yeah, I don't know. I guess Dave doesn't have to eat the gum.
No, that's the Drew thing. Drew was on here earlier, right? He does that all the time, and he did it in the frat house, and I won. I didn't have to eat it there. I dread that.
Peeps was helping us. Thank you, Peeps. I'm terrible with certain with players' pronunciation, so
Ase?
yeah, that's why I don't rip packs anymore because I don't want to mess up the last name.
Nobody knows who that guy is. That's okay.
I mean, Andrew did though, right? Andrew, you knew who he
Yeah.
was because an Oriole. So
Yeah.
but he's not.
I'm more of the Greg Olson era.
Yeah. You know who was a closer that always scared me as a kid was Steve Bedrosian. He was scary, man. He was on the Braves during the time when the Mets were trash and in the 90s, and he would always just every single time he would come in, like if the Mets were down by 1 or 2 against the Braves, I'm thinking there's no hope. There's no way. I knew the Mets were in big trouble when they signed Jason Bay after his star year because then Jason Bay was trash. Oh my God, it was brutal, so brutal for like I don't know how many years, and they had to keep him. They had nowhere. They couldn't. It was so tough watching him play as a Met.
Has anybody been watching the bright shining star of Colson Montgomery for the White Sox? The only shining star. They brought him up on the 4th of July. Since then, he's got 16 homers. He's cranking it.
Wait, how long he's been with the White Sox for?
He came up on July 4th. He was in the minors.
Colson Montgomery.
Yeah. There's two. Him and his brother.
Would you pay to see him in person?
I would, because the tickets are so cheap right now, Andrew. You could like the Sox are just, I can go online right now and pick up Sox tickets for $15.
The Nationals are ending their season against the White Sox. They're coming to my neck of the woods, so I was thinking of maybe seeing them actually.
Yeah, he was their touted draft pick years ago, and I've got some of his early cards, his first Bowman Chrome, and I didn't lose, Drew. I won. I won at the frat house, and I didn't lose at trade night.
Apparently, the I say joke didn't land. Sorry, peeps. I'm a little maybe I'm behind the time. We're signing in Mets history, absolutely.
Oh, Jason Bay.
We got Stu Miller and Eddie Watt with Pete Rickard from the left-hand side, and Colson.
Eddie Watt was on one of the
that's Drew.
Live streams.
Yeah, Drew knows them.
Year. That was a good informative live stream. I learned a lot watching that. White Sox will pay you.
He's right. He's I mean, they're begging to get you out there.
And the White Sox won a World Series more recently than the Orioles did. We're going 42 years and counting. So
yeah, that's a long. And I really thought they were going to be good this year, Andrew. They had so much young talent. What happened to Adley? He kind of fell off the face of the earth.
Yeah, his time in Baltimore is probably coming to a close. I would be fairly surprised if he doesn't get traded. Maybe even in the offseason.
Wow, he came up so strong.
They have this new catcher. He also could play first base, I believe, too, but his name is Samuel Basayo. They gave him a contract extension only after 4 games, which is pretty unheard of in today's.
Right. Well, didn't Roman Anthony get signed for a long-term contract with the Red Sox after coming up this year? I thought he got a massive contract.
I think he just went to the injured list too, which is unfortunate for Boston. Well, I'm glad so far no one's grilled me with some tough questions.
Here you go. You remember that photo?
5-1.
Yes.
5-1.
Miguel Vargas.
Miguel Vargas from when he came over from the Dodgers.
I know. Oh, it's so brutal.
He's actually playing pretty well.
I know, but like he had going from a championship team to a.
I don't wish it on anybody, and I'm a Sox fan. I don't watch them. I have a hard time watching them.
So Drew's saying he's meeting up with Mr. Watt in a few weeks again. So that's
very cool.
That'll be exciting.
He had a lot of success against Mickey Mantle.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That's crazy. It's good stuff. Well, gents, I think we've had a stellar time.
I'm sorry that I didn't bring more.
No, don't apologize.
Oh, no, you killed it.
Yeah, everybody loved it, man. I enjoyed it. I enjoy the variety. It keeps things interesting.
Yeah. Again, I appreciate you having me back.
Of course.
Watched the first time I was on. Felt like there was more that I could show, more that I could tell. I wanted to finish the story. I'm coming on consistently often is not something that I've ever planned to do. I never planned on coming on at all, but here I was in the beginning of the year. Now we're in the third quarter of the year. A lot of time has come by. I was just looking through my collection, looking through my binders of like, do I have something I could show or something that I want to like talk about? And since I don't get to do that in the comments as much, or I don't have an Instagram where I like could post pictures either. I thought like it would be fun to see if we could catch up and just like talk about the hobby and talk sports a little bit. So I do appreciate you having me on.
I agree.
Part of the rotation, I guess. Well,
yeah,
I'm only one of the few people that have been on twice so far. There's a lot of people who do post videos that have not even been on once. So.
Are you the only one? I think
no, Orlando was on a couple times.
No, because we just had him on for the first time, didn't we?
No, he was on episode like 10 or one of the earlier episodes. You could look back. You could look back and double check.
Yeah, I believe Andrew. I actually believe Andrew.
I think Hobby President Mangini might have made an extra appearance. Maybe he was like in an episode, and then he was also in like Mike Petty's episode. But
I'm looking up right now to see.
It's a very small.
Oh, he was on episode 12. Yeah, he was on.
I mean, Andrew, don't doubt Andrew.
I've seen most of the episodes. I kind of like know who's been on already, but.
All right, guys. Well, great to have you on, Andrew. Thank you again for joining us.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Have a great. I know it's Friday tomorrow, but have a great start to your weekend. and we'll catch up soon. Have a good night.
But yeah, I
everybody.
just want to thank
Oh.
everyone that came by and stopped by. I want to thank Sammy and thank Jason, and yeah, it was great. Like I said, it was great catching up. I know I was a little quiet at times, or didn't have like as much to show or say as I was hoping at times. But yeah, overall, I hope you guys like had a good time.
Absolutely, man.
Absolute blast, my friend.
Take care.
Thank you,
Alrighty.
and have a good evening.